The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Ready, set.
Check, 59. Bandit.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Yep.
Let's go, defense. And here we go. Mike 5'9".
Right here.
Hey, Echo.
Mike's 59.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he coughed it up. And this belongs to the Vikings. In our meetings this week, they kind of tipped us off. They wanted to play ultra-aggressive, forcing fumbles. They just did that right there.
They took it to the next level, didn't they? You're exactly right, because everyone talks about being aggressive on defense and tackling well, but they were talking about getting after the football, making sure the ball was stripped out each and every time they lined up someone to get them on the ground.
And the adjustment working early. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48.
22 jet bomber.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Alert three.
Squeeze, get in there.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that, because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Six guys. Bang.
Ready.
After the penalty, it's Miller. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
56 to Mike. 56.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Love. And it's a fumble. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. And I guess we're back to square one. A rocky start here. A turnover followed by a turnover.
Not exactly what we expected going into the game. And people starting, the emotions of the game. Sometimes it takes a little while for that to play out and for them to settle in. Let's hope that that's taken care of now.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 27-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
Hey.
Don't be scared of it.
Go.
59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
You got nothing today. You got nothing. Check 26. Check 26.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
Back to throw here. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
And Lobo, 56. 80 weapon. 80 weapon. Shoot. Big Dan, you're out.
On 1st down, it's Miller. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check 24. Check 24.
it's Miller. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
Ready. 52.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo. Check 50. Check 50.
Ready.
A first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Get in the weight room. Check. What happened?
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
27-yard line. A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Minnesota.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
On the double.
2 times, 2 times. 4 down, 4 down.
Blue dot perfect. Blue dot perfect. Check 3. Check 3. What happened?
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And an alley to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Get off the field.
General. West. Let's go.
Now Montgomery. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more.
You got it.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10. At the Lions' 27-yard line.
Let's
So
go,
after the
let's go,
run
let's
for
go.
no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Come on, come on. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
2nd and 10. He's got his man. This is Tate. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And Elliott puts this one through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one. Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Ready? 15, Ronnie. 15 line.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Go!
Get him, you got it.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Hit it!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Here we go.
Now!
Check. Motion out of the backfield.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Hey! Get it!
Here's Gurley. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball out of the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
He'll look to throw, and Woods has it complete. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
56 to Mike. 56.
Hey, Alpha!
You remember me? You remember me?
Ready?
Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Detroit Lions, first down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions have taken the lead. Well, that turned out how they wanted. Run the toss play to the left side, go for that pylon, get in there.
And just being able to understand where the pylon was and sneak it in there, well done, well executed.
They come out here in the eye. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Go!
Mike 56.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Todd Gurley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll run with Miller, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, Love. He completes it to Tate. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzama. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Back to throw. Love under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Alex Anzalone coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw. Love. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Love. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
At the 27-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Lamar Miller. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
check.
61. Matchbox. Right.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Exit.
Second and 1. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. The 30, the 20, 10, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
I got you.
High 7, let's go. And go.
Looking to throw. Love over the middle, complete. That's Tate. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. On 3rd and 2, Love. And Tate's got it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards.
Ready. 50. Plant.
56.
Check tight.
On first down, Love. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when, and he told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. They'll run on first down. Miller. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Here we go. 60 outlaw.
Here we go.
Check. What happened?
On second down, it's Thompson, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Oh, got it.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll turn to Thompson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Back to throw. Love to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Yeah, and he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Look at me, zipper.
Check one.
Hey, lock it. Dude.
They'll look to throw. Then he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13.
13 yards on the play. And the Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On the set.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Tackles.
Yep.
I got motion man. Me. I got this.
Hey.
I got you. Mike's 59. Let's go.
On the counter, Gurley. Spins by, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, watch the slant.
Go.
Watch the slant. Motion. Check 50.
Go.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. I'm coming for you, son.
He'll look to throw. That's caught left side by the tight end Boyle. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Now third and 5.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down.
Now!
Mike's 59.
Hey, Charlie!
And let's pin the mirrors back and go.
Get it!
Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Come on, set.
So they'll come up
10,
first and 10
2,
now from the 33.
All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
Hey!
Switch!
Mike 56! Mike 56!
Yes!
Whip!
Watch the bike!
Back to the ground game here. Gurley down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Ready?
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Lions on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Look at me, zipper!
Motion to the backfield. Jam.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Set, ready? 90, Wolf!
I got you, boy.
Yep.
On first down, it's Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
36.
Hey, 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 hey.
I got you.
Snap.
On second down, Eckler. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Gurley. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Todd Gurley, his third touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Looking to throw. Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a first and 10 as they search for a late score. They keep it with Miller on first down. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3. Second and 3. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Tate. And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Throwing on first down. Love. He's got it to Williams. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 24 yards. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah. Now
you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try to run it here. But But he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts as it will remain a two-score game here in the fourth. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 19-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all three timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again they run with Gurley. Nice footwork at the 25. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Past the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Todd Gurley, 82 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and, oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Off the play fake. Love. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Back to throw. Love. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
And the Vikings first
Here
down.
we go. 60 out block.
It's a party now. It's a party now.
Delta.
56, Mike, 56.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
56 to Mike, boys, 56. Check 56.
Ready.
On 1st and 10. Love. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And what are the whistles for? Timeout.
Let's go, baby.
So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
On the double.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Back two to Mike. Mike back two. Mike back two. Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
New Mike 52, Mike 52.
Cut, cut.
Operating from the gun. Love. He completes this into the hands of Miller. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Vikings.
Down. 18, David.
Better bring it. You better bring it. Let's
Two, fellas, let's go.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for Detroit, they pick up their second win now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes